Hiya guys, it's me again. So, Battle Fortress. So what have I done? Well, I have actually done quite a bit since I last spoke to you. So I've done some more green stuff work on here, doing the pitted metal effect. So all that pitted metal effect is really, and I'm trying my hardest now to grab the tool that I use, and I'm failing. There we go. All I use is one of these. It's like a ball tool thing. You can get a set of 3, I think it is, off of eBay. They just type in green stuff sculpting tool and these come up. And you can use them for all sorts of things. So all you do is get the green stuff, you spread it out a bit, try not to leave your fingerprints behind, and then you just dab it like that. You need to wet it as well because you might pull the green stuff off the plastic. But if you wet it with your finger, put a bit of water on it, wet it like that with your finger, and then dab it, and it dries quite quickly, believe it or not. So and that's how you do the pitted metal effect. But most of this detail here that you can see is going to be hidden by the actual tracks and the wheels, the tank wheels, the running gear and all that lot. They're going to be the positions of the running gear. They've been sent away now to America, where they're going to get sculpted and sent back to me, and then I can get the tracks done. And then you'll start seeing it coming together a bit better. So there's a lid that I've done. So they're gonna. So basically, you look at it like that. You should be able to start to see the look now of the Battle Fortress. But at the moment, it's got the battle wagon. This bit here. So this bit comes off. So I've done the Battle Fortress one here. So that bit there. So that's your armoured one when it becomes a Battle Fortress, because when it's a Battle Fortress it gets covered in armour and stuff. When it's a battle wagon, it's just like that, so to speak. So my good friend Anton in New Zealand is going to sculpt me a driver. So so there'll be a really cool looking orc is going to be sat in the driver's seat. So he'll be get sent this whole model, and then he'll sculpt us a driver. So that's that, because he's the original driver from the original beautiful model that's Forge World, the original Battle Fortress. So he basically is going to copy that position there that this guy sits in, because that's how I designed the cab. The cab is slightly smaller than the actual Battle Fortress, original Battle Fortress. But I've done that on purpose because I don't want it to be exactly the same. So yeah. So I'll take these bits off because I'm going to move it around. Right, so inside I've done a bit more detail. So there's a fuel tank here. I will do some more detail work on here. I might do some pipes and that hanging down or something like that. Just to give this top a bit more detail. I've built it as a whole like this, for the simple fact of ease of casting, ease of building. All right, so you know that'll cast really nicely with that. I might do some more detail work around here and stuff, and I need to build a hatch so you can actually look inside. My plan is not to glue this on. I want this so you can take it off and put it on as much as you want, right? Because inside I've done some more detail work inside here as well. So the interior has actually got detail work. The plan is to make some sort of floor in here, but I want to do some like chairs that you can have orcs sat at. That's the plan. I'll have these chairs that come in here, so you can actually take them out. You can build them and everything, put them in, and then you can close the lid on it. And then when your mates come around to look at your model, go, "Oh, look at this model," and then you go, "Ba-da!" You've got loads of orcs sat inside here. But that's the future. We'll see what goes on. I've sent them my guys in America. I've sent them the engine as well that goes on the back here. So hopefully I'll be getting all that back And then once I get all that back and I can build, then I can start putting the wheels on and getting all that sorted, it'll start to take shape, and then you guys will see what I can see at the moment. Because at the moment, in my head, my imagination, I can see what's going on here. Some of you guys won't at the moment. So the wheels and the tracks are going to come out here. This cab is sitting a little bit high at the moment, so I'm going to have to bring the cab down a little bit. I'm not sure how low I'm going to take it yet. I did design it. I'll see if I can do this carefully. I did design it to go as low as that. All right, but I can't make a decision on that until I've got the wheels and the tracks on, because it's hard to see at the moment where this track is going to go, because here, this is where the roller has got to go, or the ram. I'm not sure yet how I'm going to do the ram, so that's going to be interesting to build. But we'll see in a sec. So I'll just put that to one side, and I'll quickly talk about the roller. Okay, so this is the roller. Really simple, but the detail work, I've not spared any horses. So I need to have a quick drink of tea. Okay, so on the original Forge World one that you can buy, it has 3 segments. Then it has where's the saw? Then it has a spacer, a segment, a spacer, segment. Okay, so like that. Okay, then it has another spacer and then another segment. Now this is big enough. I haven't got my Forge World one here, but that is how it's going to go, like that. So I've got to put a little nipple here and a little nipple here, and then I've got a drill hole in there and in there, so they marry up, male, female, and all that bollocks. Okay, and that's going to be the roller. But the plan is use your imagination. I want to put another spacer on that side and another spacer on that side there. Okay, so you'll have 3 spacers there. So how I make the spacers, just really simple. Bit of thick plastic card. I draw. So that's the plastic card I'm using there. It's quite thick. Draw an outer circle, draw an inner circle. So the inner circle size is this one here. Okay. So all I do then is get my micro saw and I saw these out. Okay, obviously these like that. So just saw these V's out. So just go past the line, as you can see there. All right, and then once I've done that, I trim all. So well, obviously I trim all this and I file it down. I use these files here. Some people ask me what sort of gear I'm using. So I use these type of files here. I get them off eBay, guys. I think I paid, now I might be incorrect here, but I think I paid £2 and I got 10. All right, or it was £2 and I got 20. I can't quite remember, but I've got a massive drawer full of these, and I use them until they bend on me. So when I'm filing, can you see the bend there, guys? Hang on, can you see there? Can you see that bend there? So when I'm filing like that, sometimes I catch it and it goes and it bends like that. That's it. You can see the bend now, and that ends up being ruined. But I'll still keep using it because these actually file. I mean, look how much that's filed that then, and I've just quickly done that. So if you cut this off with a pair of clippers, I bought these clippers off eBay as well. I think I paid £3 for these, and they're absolutely fantastic. I've only ever used my Citadel ones. I've had these Citadel ones for years, and they're absolutely knackered. The blade on them is so knackered, but these are absolutely sharp as anything, and they just like cut through it all like that. So that's all I do is trim it off with these like this. Wow, I'm doing this through the camera. I'm not even looking at this, I'm doing it through the camera. Yeah, so I do that, and then I've got to be careful now because I can't actually see. And then I carefully file it to the line, and then I use the other side, which is a bit smoother, and I smooth it off, and I do that all the way around until the line is pretty good. Obviously, if you're doing something like this, you don't have to be as neat as that, but it helps to be relatively neat. And I do that. So then the next stage is some thinner card. So once you draw on the outline, you change your compass and start drawing the inner line. When you get the inner line, you draw the inner line on 2 more pieces of cardboard. So this is the type of compass I use. Oh, excuse me. All right, I'm not sure if it's actually set on that. Yeah, it is as well. Look, set on that. How good's that? Yeah. So and then again, trim it down, file it with nail file, and then you glue that on there, and then hey presto, you can chip it up a little bit if you want. I don't think it's necessary to chip it up because I think the detail is pretty good as it is. But if you want to chip it up a little bit, I don't see any problem with doing that. You don't want to blend it in though with this part, with the thick part, because you want it to look different from the thick part. So you know, just go careful blending it in, and that's basically it, guys. So that's how I made my roller. And then how I actually made this bit here, this is a bit of drain pipe, and I cut it very, very carefully, so I had almost perfect round size bit, because it is very hard to cut drain pipe tubing. Okay, and you can buy drain pipe tubing or water pipe tubing in different sizes. So then all I did was I filed it down. I got some sandpaper and put it flat on the sandpaper, and I just give it a sand like that, so it was nice and flat, nice and smooth. Then I super glued some card, and what I think I did is I got some thick-ish card, not this thick, but thick-ish, and I super glued it down like that. Okay. And I let it cure a couple of hours. I think I let it cure. Then what I did is I got a load of BB balls, right, because I've got loads here. I filled it full of BB balls. Remember, this is now a cup type thing opening up here. So I filled that full of BBs, and then I got some leftover resin, which I had, and I filled it full of resin right up to brim. Once, because don't forget, this has to be cast, you see. So I have to make sure that this isn't going to implode when they start casting it. Once I was happy with that, again, I turned it the other way around. Once it was cured, I give it a file on the sandpaper again, and then I glued that side down, trimmed it all down. Then with some thinner card, I cut to size, all right, and then I cut it into segments. I chipped away at it, and then I super glued them onto the plastic. Okay, and it worked really, really well. And these little knobbly bits here, they're from a sprue. So I just cut them to size. I wanted to keep this as simple as the Forge World one was, because the Forge World one is absolutely lovely because it is so simple. And that's it. And that's how I made the roller. So I've got this to finish off yet. So that's going to get done. Before I finish, I just wanted to show you the tracks that my boys from America have sent me. These ones we're calling mixed wag tracks or mixed orc tracks. I think these ones are going to go the best on the battle wagon. Just because they're all over at shop, and when the side armor on the battle wagon is on, it's going to be all this like metal stuff and rivets and bolts and nuts, and I think they're going to look really cool. But I might do the battle wagon with 2 options, because these tracks are the other ones that they've sent me. So you're either going to use them with these tracks or these tracks. So I'm not sure yet what I'm going to do. These tracks don't work with these tracks. They're 2 different styles of tracks, but they're all lovely though. Really, really impressed with how good the quality of the cast is. Yeah, really, really good quality cast. Fantastic, fantastic. So that's it, guys. I've no else to tell you. I'm not sure if you've seen the cab finished. I thought the cab turned out so well. It really it comes apart as well. Look, so that's how they'll cast it. They'll cast it in 2 pieces, and then you'll have to glue it together when you get it. If you buy this Battle Fortress. The best thing as well is I've just been, one of my friends, John, he sent me a picture of a Battle Fortress that sold in America, and it sold for $450. I was like, but it wasn't a Battle Fortress, it was just the battle wagon with a roller, and $450 is crazy price. So if you do want a Battle Fortress but don't want to pay for the old Forge World one, then hopefully this model here is going to sort you guys out. But I really like what I've done here. I really do. Like I keep saying to you guys, I am so passionate about orcs. I surprise myself sometimes with how things turn out. And do you know what as well, guys? I make mistakes. I always make mistakes. I'm always changing things. So if you're like me, when I first started, you make something and you're just like, oh, yeah, it looks all right, but it's not great. Just keep going, keep practicing. Put that, whatever you've made, to one side and start again, and just keep practicing and practicing. I only became as good as I am through practicing and watching what other people do. Hopefully you guys are watching my channel. I'm learning a thing or two, a trick or two. I try to do as much tutorial stuff as I can. All right, but what you've got to understand is I do not get paid to do this. All right, I've barely made any money on my YouTube channel. Okay, and at the moment we're not really making any money on what we're doing here at the moment. We're still building our business. So yeah, bear that in mind when you're asking me to do stuff for you, like tutorials and that. I can't, you know what I mean? It's very, very difficult for me to do things. I work for a living. I work on railway. I'm a retired army lad who works on railway. So anyway, guys, enough about me. I did detail work inside as well. Look, I did that pitted metal. You might be able to see a fingerprint there as well. No, I can't. I think I covered it up. So yeah, this turned out really well. I really like this. I put these lights on here as well. I was like, oh, it just looked so empty and bare, and I thought, oh, should I put a scope on there, like a telescope on that? But then I thought, no, because when I come to build this is going to have a big gun here coming out here. Then it's going to have two sponsons. Are they called sponsons? They're going to have 2 sponsons here. And then the next level, it's going to have 2 orcs with 2 double machine guns. And it's just going to look so good. It really is going to look so good. It's going to be worth every penny that you pay for it. And like I said before, guys, all I want to do is make a Battle Fortress and pay homage to the original Forge World one, because that model is beautiful. And now I own one. Woo! Right, that's it, guys. Thanks for listening. Don't forget, please subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to subscribe, because once I hit 4,000 subscribers, I'm going to start a competition to win a battle wagon. If you're wondering what battle wagon you can win, go look at the video previous to this one. That is the battle wagon you can win. Maybe not that one, but it'll be one that will be ready for you to paint and do whatever you want with. So you just need to hit 4,000 subscribers, guys. Don't forget to make comments as well, guys. I love reading your comments. When I'm at work, I sit there and I read your comments, and I just sit there with the biggest cheesy grin on my face ever. So yeah, don't forget to comment. Anyway, see you later, guys.